let's take this process, how do you want it to occur? Let's look at these, here's some money to look at this, here's some money to look at that. Then you don't need a lawyer and an injunction, you need the process. It depends on what the reception is to that. Behind there and then Courtney. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to realise that we're on our own as the Columbia Basin area. The people in the Lower Mainland don't give a flying fig about our issues with the Arrow Lake or any of the reservoirs. It's up to us to make ourselves heard. The whole all the communities, and we've got to get together with Cranbrook and Revelstoke and the smaller ones in between. We've got a network.
Yeah.
We've got to have a group in each community who organises their community. And those people have got to get together. Because nobody else is going to do this for us. I've dealt with government for 30 years, and they tell you one thing, and they go to another meeting and say, oh, people there said this was fine, when we all said it wasn't. And
I know, I heard them say, oh, well, we talked to someone in the community and they said it was fine to build the community.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, I don't think that the date of the draft report is relevant, and I don't think you have to worry about meeting that date, and I don't think it will mean anything, even if it is produced, because the negotiating position will be determined by the government. In answer to someone's question, yes, there is a democracy, and the democracy functions, and democracy will choose a government, and the government will decide whether or not they like the draft, whether or not to start over. However, because it is a democracy, both at the provincial level and at the trust level, the job of anyone who wanted to change the negotiating process would be to talk within the basin from Valemont to Midway or to Salmo and Creston. And it is an argument for a delay because such a conversation would be massive, and you would be surprised. I have been to some of those meetings with those 1,000 people, and was every time surprised by the willingness of the participants, the citizens, not the people at the front of the room, but our sisters and brothers, to just say, yeah, that's a good idea, and go home after their hamburger. Like, it's the conversation that would have to happen in order to change the terms of the thing would be internal into the basin. And were that successful, the democracy that we live in would speak for us.
Internal to the communities. It has to be the communities here.
Yes.
We'd have more pull, like with the basin people for their support. If the communities, not just Nakusp, wants this to happen, because they're representing all the communities.
That's right. You have, like the flood control issue. Internal to our communities, you'd have to go talk to the people of Trail, right? Because that river's running through the middle of their town, 1948, it washed away. Ergo, they might be afraid of taking down the dams. And I am not trying to take a position, although I might have one. But I do believe
I think that's a really good
that
point.
our strength and our weakness is our diversity.
Yeah,
Right.
here, here.
You need a lightning
Here, here.
rod or somebody standing up where everybody is polarized to that individual. So, you need that person. I'm sorry, we don't have that person in this community that's going to stand up. Not yet.
Well, that's
You
why we
need
should
Christ,
get
and
it
that's what
right.
you need.
We need time.
Yeah,
for that.
we don't have it.
Through information and our strength that we need.
It's also worth remembering that all that stuff that Wendy's talking about, all that money that British Columbia farmers have lost by virtue of the storage, the Canadian storage of water. That was a brilliant idea of a guy named Roosevelt, and Woody Guthrie ran around and sang about it.
He
It
got
was
paid to
a-
do it too.
It was a good idea
He
to
did.
help farmers, and the fact that Canada has abandoned the idea is not the Americans' fault. It's-
Yeah.
We have decided in our country
Yeah.
to cut food producers loose. It is not an evil country that decide, I mean, whether you like or not, cheap irrigation water watering a desert, it is their